At the Living Desert, it's about desert conservation through preservation, education, and appreciation. So everybody loves giraffes, Liz.
I agree. I do too.
These are your babies.
Yep.
It's feeding time. What are we feeding them?
This is acacia. It's actually what they would eat in the wild. We grow it here especially to feed out for a nice snack for them. As you can see, they enjoy it.
They've got the longest tongue.
They do. It's about 18 inches long. It's about an inch for every foot they are tall. So this guy right here is almost 18 feet tall.
There you go.
Yep.
Stick that tongue out.
So that dark purple coloration on their tongue is actually built-in sun protection.
Is it really?
They spend all day eating from the trees in the wild, and they can eat 75 to 80 pounds a day of tree.
One of the newest exhibits at the Living Desert is this, the Jaguar exhibit. Liz, I've been dying to see this because I know jaguars are very elusive, but here we have one right here.
They have been basically extinct in the U.S., but they actually have sighted one in Arizona now.
So how do you keep her happy here?
The plants are catnip, and they put enrichment out, which happens to be wolf dirt. So because that's part of our enrichment program. We try to give them things that will elicit natural behaviors. All large cats, big exotic cats are like this. I mean, their instincts are very, very close to the surface. They are just very instinctual and very powerful. I mean, if you look at her, she looks like the pit bull of the cat world. She's short, squat, and very muscular, and that helps them out in the wild.
So I'm with Kevin in the animal hospital. He's the busiest guy, one of the busiest guys here at the Living Desert because he's the king veterinarian. As I've just anointed you.
I like that title. I like it a lot.
So what goes on in here? What are we doing here today?
Well, this is a yearly exam on one of our Jaguar peccaries. And so most of the animals in the zoo get checked at least once a year. Some animals we do every other year, but most get checked once a year. So this is his actually first physical exam because he's brand new to our collection. Since he has very sharp teeth, he needs to be asleep while we work on him. So that's why he's asleep right now. We're getting ready to wake him up, and we'll take him back out to exhibit, and he'll recover just fine.
So here's something I didn't expect at the Living Desert. A massive railroad town. My earliest memories of childhood were my dad building a big train set in our basement.
Absolutely.
But you guys have taken this to the next level.
We have taken it to the extreme, is what we have done. This is 3/4 of an acre of G-scale train. We started it back in the year 2000, and it has grown from there. You are standing next to what we consider the longest G-scale trestle in the United States. It's 201 feet, 8 inches long, and it was built by volunteers right here on the ground. We can run at any given time up to 25 different trains.
It's beautiful.
That's one of our pride and joys. It's a constant work of switching it up a little bit and putting things like, I'll bet you haven't found Bugs Bunny's rabbit hole with the mailbox.
No.
I'll bet you haven't found the polar bear taking a bath.
No.
There are little things like this all over the railroad just for people to find.